Officers in Flowery Branch, Georgia, race to an apartment complex after reports that a woman has been shot twice by her next-door neighbor. The reason? According to police, barking dogs and sleepless nights. Tonight we walk through what happened, what was said on scene, and why this case is a cautionary tale for every neighborhood in America. At roughly the top of the hour, Flowery Branch police are dispatched for a shooting at an apartment building. Radio traffic notes the suspect is believed to be inside. Officers arrive, establish a perimeter, and try to identify the victim's unit. A resident points toward the neighboring door. She's in the apartment next to the left of mine. Within seconds, officers encounter the injured woman conscious, in pain, and terrified about her dogs. They apply a tourniquet to her wrist and assess a chest wound near the right breast. Bleeding control becomes the first priority as EMS is called in and guided to the scene. As more units arrive, officers split duties. One team keeps the channel clear and addresses threats. Another focuses on the victim's bleeding, tightening the tourniquet and reassuring her while she repeats the same fear. "Please check my dogs." The officers check. The dogs are secured in cages. With EMS rolling in, the scene transitions from immediate care to locating the suspect and preserving evidence.
Again.
Keep walking. On your knees, on your knees. Keep your hands in the air.
Clear, 1026.
610, 1026. Hey, get back, sir.
Clear, 1026.
Stand up for me.
Where's the gun at?
It's in the house, sir.
Anybody else in the house?
Yeah.
Who?
She, her daughter, her and her daughter.
610 radio. Victim. I applied the tourniquet on the victim. How many times did you shoot?
Clear out the tourniquet in the
2 or
10-4
3.
fire enter.
Why'd you shoot?
Because the dogs kept barking.
Radio, I'm on scene, 10-4.
They won't need to probably put her
Clear, 10-4 fire
in a car. I'm gonna go back to the victim. They're coming. 610 radio. What's the ETA for the ambulance?
They're pulling in right now.
They're pulling in right now. Just sit on your bottom.
Check on my dogs.
They're all over there. I'm gonna just check on you more.
The ambulance is dripping again. She stopped it. She controlled it with pressure, but it's dripping again.
Here, let me tighten it.
Oh my God! I can't take it to tighten
hurt.
it anymore.
Okay.
Please don't tighten it anymore.
Okay.
Please.
You want to sit on your?
Ambulance. Oh my God.
That's them.
Please, are my dogs safe? Please, I hope she didn't kill my dog.
Yeah, they're over there. I don't think so, because she looks like she just retreated back in the house.
I hope she didn't kill my dogs.
Hey, can you stand up? I want to look at your chest.
This way, I don't have it.
You see it?
It's the right hand.
Yeah, so it's in your breast. Do you feel like it
On both
penetrates?
sides.
Okay. Just control your breathing.
But I don't have any holes, so maybe it grazed it or something.
Yeah.
And it went here.
Any other units can slow
Because I
down.
turned around real quick.
Clear,
Oh my
any other
God.
units, slow down.
Do you know where in the wrist? Was it in the wrist?
Right here. Right there. Take this. Okay. Oh, it's right there. There's a bullet in there?
Huh? Yeah.
Clear.
Hey, wrist. I put a tourniquet on it, and she's got one on the chest.
How bad was she bleeding, this girl?
She was bleeding pretty good, but the tourniquet, I applied the tourniquet, but it's, yeah, she got hit in the chest, right next, the right breast. 610, you could release the channel.
Officers clear the victim's apartment to confirm there's no active threat inside. They observe damage consistent with gunfire and prepare to lock down the unit for a search warrant. The focus is straightforward. Protect people first, then preserve the scene. With things under control, investigators begin collecting statements to build a timeline.
Flowery Branch Police.
You're in here, make yourself known. Flowery Branch Police. Flowery Branch Police, if you're in here, make yourself known. Flowery Branch Police Department.
Where? Where? She probably shot more than one time.
She said she shot several times.
You can see the entry there.
Apparently she was sick of the dogs, but just came in. Any blood anymore?
I don't see any.
I don't see any.
The victim's sister gives the first detailed account. She says she had just walked in, set her belongings down, and bent to greet the dogs. She felt the back door open. A neighbor stepped in, allegedly saying the dogs were driving me crazy, then fired multiple times. The sisters fled out the front door, and the neighbor briefly appeared at the threshold with a handgun. The witness believes the firearm was a black handgun, possibly a .45, but isn't certain. She describes the initial position of the victim between the kitchen and bathroom when the first shots were fired. She emphasizes they had never had a serious problem with the neighbor before, beyond occasional noise complaints and music volume requests.
She comes in.
Correct.
Anybody else in your sister's apartment?
Just the dogs.
Okay.
The primary investigator arrives and starts formal interviews. Standard evidence preservation steps are visible. Paper bags are placed over the suspect's hands to help preserve possible gunshot residue. The process is methodical: document the scene, capture statements, and secure any physical evidence, including bullet impacts and the firearm location.
Alright. Well, have you been in law enforcement before, or you?
I have
How long did you do that?
16 years.
So you talk to people, investigated people, and all that, interview people, so you kind of know how this
Yes, sir.
works. All right. The first is you have the right to remain silent. Now, I know you got bags on your hands, but are you able to kind of just maneuver that?
I honestly don't know, but I'll try.
The suspect, identified as Fonda Spratt, tells investigators she previously worked in law enforcement and animal control. She claims she'd been losing sleep due to noise music and persistent barking, and admits she just lost it. In the recorded interview, she says she picked up a 9mm handgun kept above the stove, entered the neighbor's apartment through the back door, and fired multiple rounds with the intent to kill. She acknowledges at least 2 shots, possibly more, and concedes the danger to others only when pressed by the investigator. When asked about remorse, her response is unsettling, uncertain, detached, and at times fatalistic. At one point, she suggests that if released, she might harm someone else, underscoring the risk her state of mind posed to the community. She mentions life stressors, insomnia, financial pressure, and family adjustments, but none of it justifies violence.
Really like me. I really don't like her wife, so.
What happened today? I mean, what's the deal?
I haven't been sleeping. Very agitated, having thoughts of the dogs. I haven't been able to sleep in days. If she's not playing her music, the dogs are barking. Just lost it. Just got tired of it.
And what did you do to, you know as well as I do, it's better to get stuff off her chest and just...
I just picked up my gun. And her door was cracked, and I walked in and started shooting.
So how many shots did you...
I don't recall, to be honest with you. I want to say 2 or 3. And I think I hit her.
What kind of gun you got?
9mm.
Where do you normally keep that gun?
Above the stove, where the kids can't reach it.
So did you say anything before you started shooting, or?
Yeah, I told her to keep. I told you to keep these things quiet, these dogs quiet.
So which door did you go on, the front door or the back door?
Back door.
Back door. Who did you see inside when you walked in?
There was some other girl in there with her. I'm not familiar with her.
Where was she at?
I want to say she was to the left, and Maudie was forward in front of me.
So you intentionally pointed the gun at her to shoot her?
Yes.
Kill her?
Yes.
Okay. Once that happened, what happened then?
I think when I fired the gun, it didn't hit her. I think it went to the right and hit the wall. And then she was running out the door, and I shot again.
So you took off after and chased them as they went out?
No, I wasn't chasing. I stayed.
Stay right there.
I stayed right there. They were the ones running. Is she okay?
I hadn't heard back on the status yet. She's still alive.
Where was she hit?
I'm not exactly sure. So, did you not really think about the other people that was in adjacent apartments and stuff? Because the one next to her has a little 2-month-old baby.
No. I'm going to be honest with you.
Your intentions was to kill her, but then you also have all these other people Plus, your girlfriend is in the other apartment and her kids. Have you ever shot weapons much, or have you?
Somewhat.
So you know how a bullet can ricochet and how they.
Well, yeah.
I mean, 9mm is it can. It's not like a rifle round, of course, but them walls ain't that thick either.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many guns do you own?
That's the only one.
That's one. Where'd you buy it at?
Flea market, I think.
I mean, the dogs are in a cage. I mean, you were an animal control officer. The dogs really bothered you that much? Huh?
Well, let me put it to you this way. I haven't slept probably, I can't even tell you when I've had a full 4 hours sleep.
But not every one of us go to that extreme. You ever been arrested before?
No, sir. And I worked at Atlantic Beach Police Department, basically just patrolling the beach area.
The animal control, was that at Jacksonville Sheriff's Office or Atlantic Beach?
Atlantic Beach and Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Both.
Do you feel any remorse for it? You can be honest with me. I mean, that's what we're here for.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just had enough. Just kind of done.
So where was your girlfriend during this?
She had just woken up.
Did she know that's what you were going to do?
I don't think she did. She was trying to get her eyes open, and I started getting upset, saying I'm tired of being woken up by these damn dogs, and she didn't know I don't think she knew I had the gun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what she knew, to be honest with you.
Well, why try to kill Mo instead of the dogs?
Because I was agitated with her. Because I kept telling her, she kept playing her music loud, and
But y'all always got along, right? I mean, before this? I mean, have you ever talked to her and said, hey, can you keep your music
yeah, I
down?
did. I went over there one time. I think it was last week. She was like bamming her music loud. And I said, I knocked on the door. I said, please, I'm begging you to turn the music down. I can't sleep as is.
Have you ever did anything like this before? How long have you had the gun?
I've had guns off and on.
Which there's nothing wrong with it. I'm a pro gun person.
Yeah, probably had it maybe a year and a half, 2 years now.
How old are the kids over there?
One's 12, one's 9, one's 5.
Do you have any kids of your own?
I do not.
What did you do after they ran out the door and you walked towards them or chased them, however you want to put it?
I went next door and told Melissa, I guess, heard the gunshots, and she started crying. She goes, what did you do? What did you do?
Did you go back out the front door or back out the back door?
I went out the front to see where they went.
What did you see when you went out?
They were standing up by the mailbox, and then they had, I guess, went further up the street. That's
Did
where
you shoot again or anything out of that?
No.
Did you say anything to them then?
No.
So if she was sitting here, was able to come in right now, would you say anything to her? What would you say?
I don't know. I'm just agitated. I don't know what I would say to her.
How long have you thought about doing this?
A month, 2 months.
Is that because of you not being able to sleep, or I mean the dogs?
It's sleep, it's everything.
Is there something else going on in life that is causing it?
All kinds of shit. Not used to having a family. IRS is on my ass for 8 to 10 grand.
I wish it hadn't come to that, but I mean it did. And I appreciate you being cooperative and letting me know.
I'm just being honest. If you turn me loose tomorrow, I'd probably go shoot somebody else.
So now that you shot somebody, you feel that you might go back and shoot somebody else. But you never tried to kill anybody before?
No.
I guess that made you feel good, just be like, ooh, relieve some pressure here.
I don't know about that. I'm tired.
I can see that.
You ever just get tired?
Oh, yeah.
Where you just...
We all been, I've been doing this for 26 years. You've been doing it for 13. Yeah, it gets tired. But you have to find a way to get through it. And of course, there's always help. And sometimes it's hard to find that help. I get that.
I don't have any help. I don't have anybody.
That's not a reason to take somebody else's life.
I know.
And you know you're going to be under arrest.
I know.
The victim is transported to a local hospital, treated for wounds to the wrist and chest area, and ultimately survives. Officers keep the building secured and continue canvassing for additional witnesses, surveillance, and physical evidence. The case transitions from an active scene to a full investigation, with a clear picture emerging: an alleged home invasion sparked by noise frustrations that escalated into gunfire.
Get this
Ma'am.
Okay, I can't.
My name's Chad.
I'm gonna be quiet.
My name's Chad.
Hi, Chad. How are
This
you?
is the chief.
Hi, Chief. How are you?
Right now, our concern is, of course, she's at the hospital, Northeast Georgia. It's okay. It's okay to be angry. We just gotta relax for her, okay?
Where's my dogs at? They okay?
They're okay. We checked on them. They're in the cages. They're not going anywhere.
I'm not good with stuff like this. I'm not good with stuff like that. Because it ain't right. That's how you solve things. You don't do that.
Do you want to go to the hospital?
Yeah.
And I'll talk to you later. Let me get your name and stuff right quick. Then that way you can go be with her.
Can I go see my dogs?
I can't let nobody in right now. They're fine, though. Even she verified it.
She came over one day on Thanksgiving, and we were playing music, and she asked her could she turn it down. We turned it down. We've never had no words with her, no issues with her. The dogs do bark a lot. You try to keep them as under control as possible. But to come next door, I really don't know. I left out and went to work. My landlord called me and said, what's up, what's happening? And I was like, nothing. He was like, somebody called and said 2 women living together, one of them got shot and shot the dog. And I'm like, well, that ain't us. I'm at work. So then I said, but wait a minute, Fonda lived next door. Them 2 are together. I said, but their dog died November the 7th. And I know that because she told my wife that her dog died. So I'm not understanding why would you do this because of some dogs barking. If that's the case, then talk to her like you've been talking to her. I'm not even understanding. This is...
Okay. All right, well, that's all I need right now. What we're going to do now is the apartment's shut down. We're going to do a search warrant. Do you want to go on up to the hospital and kind of stand by to be with her?
Oh, I'm definitely doing that.
Okay.
But why does my house need to be searched for what? Ty didn't have a gun.
Because a shooting occurred inside there.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Are you going to be able to drive to the hospital and be okay?
You all right?
Let me get your story real quick so you can get on your way.
Okay.
Okay. What's your first name?
Alexis. I literally pulled up.
About what time?
11:30, and I walked in, literally took my purse off, took my headphones out of my ear, set the phone down, bent down because the dogs were barking, of course, to say hey to the dogs, and I felt the back door open, so I turned around, and she literally came and said, your dogs are driving me crazy. Pointed to my sister, your dogs are driving me crazy. Bow! I said, come on, we gotta get out of here. Oh my God, we gotta go. She put it on her slides. On our way out the door, she shot again. And then that's when my sister said, I've been hit. So we ran out, we came up here. I'm telling her, hold it.
You come out of the front door or
out the front door?
Where did the lady
She
come?
followed us. She came to the door, opened up the door, stood out the screen.
The front door or back door?
The front door. I thought she was maybe chasing us at first, but she stopped at the front door at C. And
But I mean, initially she come in the back door.
She came through the back door.
Okay.
My sister was just sweeping off the leaves off the back porch, so the screen door was closed, but the door was cracked.
Gotcha.
So she just invited herself in, and so we came up here, screaming, call 911. She been shot. I'm telling her to apply the pressure. When I looked back to see if she was chasing her, she was still standing in the doorway with the screen door open with the gun. Like, what the fuck? So we just walked up some more. Like I said, I didn't know she was going to chase us. I'm telling her just to apply pressure. She said, look into the top of my shirt. I think I got shot in my chest. And when I looked at it was a hole. It almost didn't feel real for a second. Like, what the fuck? And I just kept hearing my sister say, I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry. So I don't know how many times she shot.
So where was your sister at inside the apartment? The suspect just first walked in?
Right by the, in between the walkway between the kitchen and the bathroom.
Okay. So she lives there with her and Charlene?
Yes.
Okay.
And the 2 dogs.
Okay. And I'm sure they're scared.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to recap, you just walked in, you come in the front door, you laid your phone on the couch, bent over. The back door, was it open or shut?
The back door was cracked. The screen door was closed.
They're closed, okay. So and then she opened it up and come in. And then your sister was standing in the hallway, sort of between the bathroom and right there where the kitchen is or whatever.
I think she was putting the bag. I bought her a pumpkin pie and like some snacks and stuff. So I think she was actually, I was not in there for 60 seconds. So I think she was on her way to the kitchen to put the bag that I gave her down.
Okay. And then that's when she just walked in and held out the gun. Do you remember what the gun looked like?
It was black. It looked like a handgun. It looked like probably a 45.
Okay. Then she just shot. How many times do you think she shot?
Definitely more than once, but I don't know how many times. After I heard the first one, I just said, come on, we got to get out the house. But it was definitely more than once.
Okay.
Prosecutors file multiple charges. 2 counts of criminal attempt to commit murder, home invasion, and aggravated assault. On September 15, 2023, about 10 months after the shooting, Fonda Spratt pleads guilty to all charges. The court orders $2,000 in restitution and 40 hours of community service. The sentence, 65 years total, with 27 to be served in prison and the remaining 38 on probation. If she serves the sentence as ordered, she will be well into her 80s when probation ends in 2050. 42% of Americans say they've had a dispute with a neighbor. The top triggers? Noise and problems with pets. Most conflicts never rise beyond a conversation or a complaint. But what turns friction into violence is usually not one loud night. It's repeated inconsideration over time, layered with personal stress, sleep deprivation, and poor coping skills. When that mix reaches a flashpoint, some people don't de-escalate, they detonate. That's why knowing how to recognize stress, build up, and seek help matters. It's also why small acts of respect, quiet hours, courtesy knocks, and honest conversations are not just polite. They're protective. In this case, the suspect's interview stands out. Investigators often expect explanations, sometimes tears, sometimes excuses. Here, the tone is flat, detached. Asked about remorse, the suspect says she doesn't know, just tired. That emotional vacancy can signal profound burnout or other issues. But for investigators and courts, it's also a public safety concern. When someone admits intentional violence and hints they could do it again, the risk is not hypothetical. This incident could have ended with a funeral. Instead, emergency care, quick police action, and a strong case brought accountability. The lesson isn't that barking dogs cause shootings. People don't snap over a single sound. They collapse under the weight of stress, resentment, and poor choices, then reach for a weapon. If you're running on fumes, angry, sleep-deprived, and ready to lash out, pause. Step outside, breathe, get help. It doesn't take a monster to pull a trigger. It takes a bad moment and an unchecked spiral. Choose the exit ramp before you reach it. For privacy, we avoid specific addresses and blur non-essential faces. If you believe you're depicted here and want to request a privacy review, see our description for our removal and appeal process. We cover cases for public awareness and education, not shock value. All information in this video comes from official records, on-scene audio, and post-incident court documents. Where we use brief clips, it's for commentary and education. In the description, you'll find general sourcing notes and an ethics statement explaining our standards for editing, minors, and sensitive content. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Respect on the block isn't a slogan, it's a safety plan. I'm Harrison, and this is 24 Hours Crime. Stay safe, look out for each other, and we'll see you in the next one.